early Saturday morning. Police say her son pulled the trigger. Northern Virginia Bureau reporter Drew Wilder has more on the murder of LaToya
Sometimes
Akrey.
the darkest stories come from the places we least expect. LaToya Akrey, a beloved soul singer and mother, was tragically shot outside her home. But the question that haunts this story is, why? What could have driven a son to take the life of the woman who gave him life? Tonight, we dive into the twisted web of secrets, emotions, and events that led to one of the most shocking tragedies that stunned a community. LaToya Akrey was more than just a voice. She was an artist, an advocate, and a mother. For years, she had poured her heart into every note, every performance. But behind the vibrant persona of a loving mother and passionate performer, there was a family struggling with something far darker. Despite her success, LaToya's life wasn't as perfect as it seemed. She had a secret, one that she kept hidden, not from the world, but from those closest to her. LaToya's son, Elijah D. Smith, had been living with her. To the outside world, everything appeared fine, but there were cracks in the foundation. What was it that lay beneath the surface? What was it that began to tear them apart? By the time September 18th, 2021 came around, tensions between LaToya and Elijah had escalated. The details of their dispute remained murky, but something had broken. A conversation, a disagreement, something that pushed Elijah to the edge. But what? What could have made him cross the line between frustration and violence? Reports later revealed that on that fateful afternoon, Elijah and LaToya had an argument. But it wasn't just a simple mother-son spat. The dispute had been brewing for months, perhaps even years. Was it the pressure of LaToya's rising success? Was it the growing tension in their relationship, strained by finances or secrets that had never been fully aired? Or was there something deeper, something Elijah had never revealed?
If you're enjoying this story, kindly do us a favor and subscribe to our channel. It is free and won't cost anything, but it means the world to us. We're just a small channel trying to grow. Thank you, and back to the video.
At around 2:15 p.m. in the quiet neighborhood of Pondoli Drive, a moment of fury erupted. Eyewitnesses reported hearing shouting from the front yard of the Akrey home, followed by the unmistakable sound of gunfire. LaToya, the woman who had given so much to her community and her family, was struck down in an instant. Elijah didn't flee. No. Instead, he stayed in the area, lost in a world of guilt, confusion, and perhaps anger. His arrest came soon after, at a nearby hotel, but the police could only guess what had led him to this moment of madness. Was it a momentary lapse, a decision made in the heat of anger, or had something else been building for years? The authorities found Elijah confused and remorseful, but his words, if there were any, gave little insight into what had driven him to kill his own mother. But the questions lingered. Had LaToya been a victim of her own family's deep-rooted tensions? Was there a history of violence, perhaps something that had gone unnoticed? Could it have been the years of financial stress, or even worse, something darker, addiction, jealousy, or a breakdown in communication? Elijah's motives, still shrouded in mystery, are slowly piecing together a tragic narrative. Was this an act of desperation, or had years of pent-up emotions finally erupted? Was this a cry for help that went unheard? For now, the truth lies somewhere in the silence between mother and son. That LaToya's death sent shockwaves through her community. To the world, she was a beloved singer and a shining example of resilience. But to her children, she was something else, something more complex. In her absence, they are left to piece together the broken fragments of a family that was once whole. Elijah, now facing charges, will have to live with the knowledge that his actions took everything from him. But for LaToya's children, her friends, and her bandmates, the question remains, could this tragedy have been avoided? LaToya Akrey's life was a beautiful song cut short. Her voice, once filled with hope, now echoes only in the hearts of those who remember her. As for Elijah, his story remains tangled in a web of confusion and regret, one that will take time to untangle. Why did it happen? The answer may never be fully known. But one thing is certain. The violence that took LaToya's life will continue to haunt the streets of Spotsylvania for years to come. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.
If you're enjoying this story, kindly do us a favor and subscribe to our channel. It is free and won't cost anything, but it means the world to us. We're just a small channel trying to grow. Thank you and back to the video.